Hey, welcome everybody to Catfish Weekly. Chad quit. I'm just going to say it. Chad gave up. It's just me and Lyle from now on. He gave up and quit. He walked out. But no, we have officially made these changeover from StreamYard to Restream. And 2/3 of us got it handled without any issues. And one person had some issues, but he was having a horrible sound issue going on. But he's trying. Hopefully, going to be back in with us in just a minute. So
maybe we should have left the horrible sound alone.
Well, yeah, but then we would have had to talk to Chad. What if it comes out that he was the horrible sound?
Well, I'm not saying anything.
No,
he's already mad at me.
We ain't had him in a while, and we finally get him back. We can't mess with him too awful hard. So, looks like one thing that I have found so far, looks like the early comments before the stream, it only goes back so far. So I know there was some in there early. I typed one in just to make sure it was going to work. I forget who else. Brian B, I think, come in and said he was first after me. But scrolling back in the chat, the first one I'm seeing right now is Benoit Fishing Outdoors. We've got Mike Sampson. Randy Swain, Bugman 22, John Boy's Catfishing, Dan Burer, Nebraska Wildcats, Joe Buck 66. There's Mr. Creole Catfishing. What's up, Jeremy? 922 Crappie Barbecue, Carolina Catfish. There is Dale Hayslip. There's Mark from Catfish and Crappie, Stonefly 71, Pontoon Jody Catfishing, Dog and Eye Outdoors, Mark Barnum. Let's see, scrolling. There's that one guy. Schmieder of the Cedars is with us. There's Miss Verlena Smith.
Let's see. I do have a question about this.
Mm-hmm.
Is all of our moderators and all that is that stuff all
that's on the YouTube side, so none of that changed.
That's good. I don't want to have to go in there.
That'd be horrible.
Like I'd said before, a lot of people think that everybody should be a moderator, and it's a job.
Oh, yeah.
You have to have the right people in there that's willing to put people on the sideline if they get out of line. We really don't have hardly any.
No, we pretty much don't. Yeah, we haven't had any issues with that, but sometimes you do. So,
but sometimes it happens, and that's why the people that was selected to do that job was selected, because I know they're going to do what I would do if I was doing it for them. So, which I do on a lot of people's channels.
Okay, Chad said he sent a message. Won't let me on my phone. Keep saying there's a pop-up browser, but there's not. Click.
He's really struggling with this. But that's,
growing pains. Growing pains.
We want to make things better for everybody. And this is one of the jumps that we had to make it better. And besides that, StreamYard
priced themselves out of
they priced themselves out of what it done. And you know, Josh, I'd sent them a message not to charge me because I wasn't going to re-up that.
Yeah, they got me too. They got me for an extra month.
Again, for one more month. Well, I'll bet you they don't do that.
They don't get me another one.
Nope, they won't get me another one either, because that's just right up chicken shit. I don't care what anybody.
Yeah, that wasn't cool. I don't know how they managed to do that one, but
only one way to stop that, and that's to change your card number. Use the up.
There's Mr. TikTok. Oh, now he's back. Hi, TikTok.
He does look like a TikTok.
You look like a tick.
Stop
something now.
Chat is going to blow up.
Thought he was going to say dog pecker nat for a minute.
Oh my god. Let's see how I can set you guys.
There we go.
Let me
I like
see.
that. I can't even see me. I like that.
Boy, you're redder than normal tonight.
You look like
But
you just
we're
got done
glad
wrapping presents. So how about that?
I got such a kick out of John when he sits on Josh's lap. And he'll talk to us, take off leaving, and says, I need Matchbox cars.
Oh my God, yeah. John will come sit on my lap now. If he sees Lyle on the screen, he will come up here and he immediately just starts telling Lyle what he wants for Christmas. He's telling me he wants Hot Wheels racetrack and all kinds of stuff.
It is so funny. Oh man, that's hilarious.
Oh man.
Bugman, I'm gonna pull this up. Bugman, keep an eye on that because they offered that to me, but it was only going to be for like 2 or 3 months, and then it was going back up to the thing. So you may have to every 3 months, you may have to try that or something.
And we're not saying there's anything wrong with StreamYard because we used it with great success for a long time. This is just a lot cheaper.
Dog and I, there's a question about Restream. I don't know that the free version keeps you from doing that. I do know if you hover over your screen or you click on it, it'll say maximize. If you hit that maximize, it'll bring you up full screen. So, oh, that's his brother Chaz.
Oh God.
I moved mine over top of Chad and it says drag to move.
You like drag?
Do you?
Oh, I love it. I love the drag baits.
You look like a guy in drag.
I'm getting aggravated here tonight.
I'm telling you,
I never ever seen Chad struggle so much.
I feel like I've been being sabotaged.
I think that might have something to do from being in Chicago for a week.
you know what? He went to Chicago and he come back. We got Mark.
Stop it.
This is Chadwick Mark.
I will bubble.
So
You know what? Screw this. I don't need to take this crap. I'm quitting Catfish Weekly right here, right now. The show will go down in a blaze of glory. Man, that was easier than I thought.
Oh, it's real easy.
So the question is the Chicago pizza the best you ever had?
No.
That's what I
No,
thought.
but Chicago pizza's pretty good.
I will say that they bought us for lunch 2 different pizzas, and it was one of them was pretty. I mean, obviously, you have the Luminati's type pizza. They're good, but the other pizza was really good.
Them's the ones that I got Mark one for Christmas last year. I called Betty to get the right place to make sure it got delivered to his house. They took my money, never sent it to him. Never did send it to him. So I'm not impressed with them.
Yeah,
I even showed him the receipt.
That's not how you play the prank. You're supposed to order a bunch of pizzas and not pay for them. You just order them to your buddy's house, and then they show up.
I ain't doing that. They'd come after me. Then I'd be seeing you a lot.
Parker Pursuits timed himself out.
How did he do that?
I don't know, but chat, it says Parker Pursuits was timed out by Parker Pursuits for 60 seconds.
That must be in YouTube.
Yeah, that was on the YouTube side. See, there's a ponytail. That's Dockery.
Yeah,
Dockery come to visit.
He's kind of a Halloween joke all the way.
Hey, there's River Rat 3030.
Glad to see everybody in chat tonight.
Me too. I mean, I know they all came to see me, so.
Well, they just seeing if you staying away.
Yeah.
The way this is going, we'll see by the end of the show what happens. I don't.
Nah, he won't. He's gonna get all five.
You'll be here.
Youngest one here, and he's the most reluctant to change. I had Lyle, no problem. He had like maybe 5
Now,
minutes.
hold on.
Lyle was the one told to sit and chat.
Was I or was I not perfectly fine 20 to 30 minutes before the show, and then all of a sudden it was like literally right as we're getting ready to go live, they're like, "What happened?"
I don't know that I'd say perfectly fine. You had a horrible background noise.
Oh, it was. But you don't have it now.
Cooling up.
It's gone now. Is that an iPhone you're using or an Android?
I will straight smack the.
Oh, thank you so much.
Nobody cares about Lisa's opinion.
Here's one from Dave Funk. Who wants to jump on this one?
Hey, let's do it.
I'm all for it.
I told you how I felt about it, and I don't care one way or the other really, but it's nothing to talk about from anybody until they put the man's name up that made the protest, and at that point, it's game on.
Oh yeah, you should be able to,
because if he's not man enough to own up to it,
with the limited information that's been available, judging by only the information I've seen screenshots of conversations where it sure looked like it was okayed.
Well, it was okay. There's no question.
It was okayed.
Yeah.
Now, anybody you get disqualified from something, or whatever, you should be able to know and face your accusers. You should be able to know who did that.
Exactly.
And that one right there is going to be the main deciding factor for me. If they hide it and never say who launched the protest.
That's right. Without the person's name that launched the protest, it's completely invalid.
Yeah, you need to be able to,
because you have no balls if you don't fess up to it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, another thing that I don't understand though is like they couldn't be local. The person was like they lived 3.5 to 4 hours away.
That's not
local.
That's not local. I didn't understand. I didn't quite understand that. And like you said,
well,
the participant reached out and asked the question. It seemed okay. If it was an issue during, why did it change? And why was that person not notified?
You let them in. You let them pass the captain's meeting. You let them fish the first day. You let them fish the second day. You let them. You called them the winner, and you let them pass the polygraph.
Here's the thing: it has nothing to do with that. You took their money.
You
took their money. They're legal.
Oh yeah.
So they cheated them people out of their win. That's all.
Oh, absolutely.
And if I was them, I don't know who this Bob guy is. He may be Hulk Hogan 10 times over, but I'd be up on his ass right now if I could find him. If that was me, because you don't do people that way and not take a beating. You just don't.
There.
That's right.
No cojones. That's Latin for Spanish nuts.
That's right.
Some of the things, because I've scrolled a little bit on Facebook, seen some different stuff, and this is not the first time this has been questioned by, or not maybe the same circumstance, but it kind of seems like there needs to be more research done on what could be actually happening behind the scenes here. Something don't seem right.
It's not just this guy. A few years ago, I hadn't fished Cabela stuff in a long, long time. And my buddy John wanted to fish a couple of their tournaments that was local at Lake Ozark and place like that. So I went with him and fished them. And when it come down to their year-end tournament, this is for this guy had anything to do with it.
Hey, Lyle, before you go any further on it, can we get, because we're confusing people right now what's actually happened.
Oh, yeah.
I'm seeing quite a few comments real quick.
Yeah,
so
sure.
So real quick, so with the King Cat Tournament Trail, there was a tournament in South Carolina over the weekend. The anglers that finished first place had reached out because his partner was unable to make the tournament. He still wanted to fish. They had a friend that was a few hours away from it that was going to fish with them. Seemed like all was good. Like we said, apparently, according to the messages that was shared on Facebook, when they ended up winning, they passed the polygraph test. But somebody had made a reasonable protest in a reasonable amount of time, and then they therefore not only disqualified them but escorted them out. I guess they got a police escort out before anything happened. So that's the story that we've gotten online. Again, there may be details, one way or the other there, but they ended up with 188 pounds, second place with 144. They lost out on $10,000 because they were disqualified. So, kind of fast forward, there's a lot of Facebook blowing up, social media, and all that kind of stuff.
But it all matches.
Yeah. So
you don't see nothing way this way, or you don't see Kamala over here and Trump over here. It's not that big a difference. Everything that you see on Facebook and the stuff that's been posted is in line with everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting there, though. The friend in question also had drama with King Cat previously, which may have had more to do with it as well.
That could be.
But that's the thing.
What I was saying a while ago, though, fellas, I qualified for their year-end tournament. John did not want to go. I did not want to go. I got a call from their tournament director at that time because they was low on entries and said, "Can you come? You want to come fish this tournament?" I said, I don't have a partner that's qualified. And at that time, Cindy fished almost all of my stuff. I said, she only fished one. She hadn't got enough tournaments. I'll take care of that if you guys want to come down and get in. I said, that's not right. I ain't doing that because she's not qualified. And we didn't go. And I would never do that. But it was offered to me by the tournament director. And I'm not going to mention names because he's done gone out of there. But it's happened with anything that Daryl Van Vector ever had to do with. I'll leave it at that. That's your issue with King Cat. Yeah. Always has been.
There's a weird one. This is what's showing up. The whole local thing.
Well, in the messages that I saw, it did say something about as long as they're not local. He said he does live in South Carolina, but he is not a local to that area.
And he's 3 to 4 hours away.
That's not
exactly.
I'm 4 hours and some change away from Wheeler Lake. Would that bar me from a Wheeler Lake?
Well, that's right. Like fishing the Mississippi River in St. Louis. I grew up there. I fished it for years, but I am 3.5 years or 3.5 hours from there now. I don't consider that local. If it was a local thing like that, I should be able to go up there and fish that.
Oh yeah.
And this guy had made the statement that he had fished that area. They knew he was.
Creole's got a good comment here. Mike asked Bob Denon if it was okay for Brandon to fish since he wasn't a qualified angler. Fished at least 2 King Cat tournaments. Bob said yes, as long as he's not local. There should be your end of discussion right there.
And he got a thumbs up because I read that.
I saw the screenshots on that.
That's right.
And I know Kevin said something too. Nobody cared until they won the $10,000. That's when it became an issue for people.
That's right.
But if Bob Denon or whoever it is that's running that out there, if you are the director of this tournament and these are your rules, if you are the one that said it was okay, then you need to stand by it and tell the people that,
hey, I okay,
and not, you got to hurt feelings sometimes and tell them I'm sorry, but no, this is.
But you do that ahead of time.
Now, if you screwed up and he should not have been eligible because like something like Lyle said, then you should have known that from the registration and it should not have happened. If there was problems in the past and he was banned, he should not have fished. If he is not banned, then you have nothing to say about him fishing.
Sean T, I agree.
That's my 2 cents.
What's that, Josh?
Sean T said that'd be a big problem for him. He said he's got FU money, so he would have at least been getting bailed out of jail.
I'm with you, buddy.
I'm the same way on that one.
I keep some of
If
them
I've won the tournament and I've passed the polygraph, and did you tell me, hey, you ain't getting that?
Somebody's losing that much.
I'm gonna take $10,000 out of your rear end.
That's right. That's 100% the way it works.
Right or wrong. But
And they don't. Nobody wants to see it.
If that happened, I will say, I will go on a tangent here and say, if that happened more often, if people take stuff out of other people's rear ends, there'd be a whole lot less screwed around.
You would see a lot less of that crap going on.
Yes.
Well, but here's my thing, and I kind of mentioned it to you guys earlier. It makes me really wonder about the integrity part of it, not just that tournament, but or that tournament trail, right? I mean, I know there's stuff that happens here and there, whatever, but you look at the walleye ordeal and different stuff, but it makes you really think about the integrity of what's going on in some of those tournaments. That
I can tell you stories about things I've seen in these big tournaments that would shock you. People involved. I promise you. Promise you.
Well, see, and that's the part that really sucks, as much as all of us that are watching and part of this show that have been trying to continue to grow this sport. This is another black eye,
And they,
the
time things get lined up to do good and progress gets made, something like this comes up. The worst thing at all was Jody Harrison was the greatest tournament director that Catfishing World ever seen. And a bunch of guys didn't like him because he made them play by the rules. And that's why he's no longer with us. And them people, every one of them, every time they walk up to another fisherman, that other fisherman should hit him right in the cocksucker as hard as he can, all 20 of them, and just beat them down because
we're trying to make up funny words so we don't say bad words in the middle of the show.
You're getting him going, Josh.
That's why I said screwing aroundery a little while ago instead of what.
Well, them guys screwed up because the next year when they got him some money, he quit. Shut up, Dockery. The next year there would have been a bass boat, or a new boat and trailer given away, and a new pickup given away the next year. And that's what the catfish industry by being dicks like that.
Oh wow.
So Jody already had it lined up for the following year. But I don't blame him for getting out, because them people treated him like crap, and he was a great tournament director. In the conversation about that.
Buck Williams said, Lyle, I watched a video today, self-defense for the elderly and aging.
Don't need it. I have.
Lyle just yells, I don't know you. That's my purse, and then kicks him.
I have self-defense right here beside me. I do not need any more.
Right. He'll gnaw an ankle like no other.
That one will work. We all know what it means.
There you go.
I like that one.
I like that one.
Curtis, I like
you
it.
Dirty chicken sucker.
I'll try to remember that.
I like that one.
Now, I seen what happened there, and I'll never forgive them guys for what they done to Jody. I never will. And I haven't talked to Jody but once since then. He had nothing to do with the fishing community. And like I say, he was a great tournament director. Put on some of the biggest shows ever. And there was never anything wrong with stuff that was wrong that happened when he done them. He tried to correct, and the people owning the tournaments would not let him. So I know what happened.
I'm going to share a screen here, and I have highlighted, this is straight from King Cat's website. And this is their rules and regulations. And I highlighted rule number 29.
You got to have that in there.
I highlighted rule 29 because that should be the end all. It said the tournament director has final say on all rules or amendments. If you tell somebody, hey, it's okay, you can't take that one back.
But they're saying in that they can, and ain't nothing you can do about it.
Yeah. So
they're wrong about that. They done it wrong. If they allowed that man to fish and they took his money, there's no way they shouldn't allowed him to win.
But exactly. So if you're the tournament director and you say that, again, you had the final say of saying you can fish, you cannot go by and decide, I don't like you now because you won, and kick you out.
Yeah.
Well, here's the way you fix
that. Hopefully he's going to sue the hell out of them.
Well, I hope that they do, because they should have no issue in winning. But the best thing that can happen is let them set up next year for all these tournaments and get all that sponsorship money, and then no one show up.
Nope. And that's the best way. Vote with your dollars.
That's right.
If you don't agree with the way they're doing things, don't sign up, and encourage other people not to sign up. I don't have a dog in the fight. I've never fished a king cat tournament one and don't intend to.
Neither.
So
But
that's
at
not
the same time, like we said, the integrity and doing people dirty needs to stop.
That's right. And it's not the first time that's happened with this guy.
No, we need people leading this, catfishing industry that has the character to lead it, not, the three letter acronym that we don't even need to talk about because it'll just get us more riled up.
Oh yeah.
And other stuff like this. We need people with integrity. We need people that are wanting to do it and try to grow it right and be good, spokespersons for this whole industry to keep growing.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And the chicken sucker that you're talking about,
he likes that word.
Be allowed in the industry. He's another thief and crook, and I can give you someone to call else besides myself and ask about that he's screwed to death too, and they'll tell you the same thing.
Yeah, we definitely need to figure out how to get the right people.
Well, I think it's too late. I think it's too late. There's a group of guys. They call themselves a 20 group. There's 20 of them. There's probably a few more in there now.
I'm not saying it. The last time I said anything about it, I had another supposed spokesperson of the catfishing world do an entire freaking video on that. So just not even going there.
Oh Lord.
I forgot where I was at now.
I don't know,
but Brian B's calling Chad out.
Please.
Brian, do you have a boat or do you need to come borrow mine?
I thought Brian used to be catfishing.
Yeah.
Brian used to be catfishing.
Yeah, used to be.
Stan, you might be right. But yeah, the other guy, he shouldn't even be allowed into catfish industry. He only fished catfish one time his entire life. Never caught one, so how does he know anything about it?
Well, I bet.
Brian used to be catfishing. Yes.
We're just on a roll tonight.
My boat is available, Brian.
Yeah, Dockery ain't too far.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
As long as that applies to anything. As long as there's money to be made, there will be folks that can't catch a fish or not even part of it that will jump into a sport in some way just to get some money. And that's
and that's it. And there's guys in the industry now that don't ever fish, hasn't ever fished, but they will take your money. Brian used to be catfishing. Brian says, I'm back. Been back for about 2 months. Just haven't been
live.
Yeah, but you guys know how he's practicing for his comeback. He got some of them little magnetic rubber duckies. He fills his bathtub up at night, and he's sitting there next to the bathtub going, jigging, trying to catch them.
Is he going to use them for bait?
Probably.
Let's see if I can get this to load. I actually found the thing that Brian got.
The thing that they gave him that cream for, or?
Well, this is he hadn't done it in a while.
You ain't gonna like it, but
So there's what Brian bought to get back into the sport. So
oh my God. Yeah, that cream won't.
I think we actually used to own that thing because my father-in-law saw it and thought it was hilarious and decided I needed it for Christmas one year. So
nice.
Oh,
I know a few years ago when Dockery broke his foot, Caitlin mailed him one of those fishing games with the magnets and said to play the game so he didn't forget how.
If he forgets how, he can always watch Katie catch his fish for him.
Like year Greg Burgess, it's been at least 3 years since I've seen Brian B. fish. So
It's been a little while, yeah.
Oh man, here we go.
We've had such nice Catfish Weeklies for the past few weeks. I don't know what's different this week than we've had.
We had some good shows with some great guests.
Chad, it's great to have you back, brother.
That's why I want to get into this, because I knew where it'd go once you get started.
Oh, yeah, Kevin's got a point. It is public water if you're using toilet water. That is public water.
Wow.
Hey, at least
unless you have a well, unless you're using a well on your property. So
and have
at least Brian B would be able to catch something bigger than a pound. Fishing that.
Wow. What a
Let's see.
I'm guessing they don't weigh as much as you think they do.
Yeah, Brian B hasn't fished in 11 months.
11 months.
Yeah, that was the last time he ever fished.
And do you have proof of that?
Yeah, I'm looking at his channel right now.
Okay.
Because he can't say that he posted anything to Facebook that he caught a fish. So
since he hadn't fished at all, or that's the last time he caught a fish?
that's at least the last time he caught a fish.
Wow.
Oh, macaroni. Oh. But
Jeez. Wow.
I like his little thing on here. Brian B. Catfishing, fishing Chunky's waters. Oh, it says fishing the Potomac. So, anyway, I'll get off that way. I'll get it off my soapbox. Yeah. Brian's been recycling pictures from like 2 or 3 years ago and sending them to us, acting like he's fishing.
Well, it's been long enough. You never know.
Thank you, folks, for the nice messages on Messenger.
Are they telling you to get rid of me?
No.
Because I'll call them all a bunch of chicken cluckers. You dirty lint lickers.
Oh, my God.
Who else we want to make? Who else we want to pick off tonight? Let's go.
Yeah, I'm easy.
That's what she said.
Careful.
Anyway.
There's an idea right there. You could mail Brian some fish.
He ain't noticed it yet.
I just noticed it. I was wondering, I was like, what just came up on my screen? And it moved, and then that just came up on my computer in the background.
That's not even funny.
It says, buy Lyle some bass fishing lures.
That's not funny.
That's pretty funny. Pretty funny.
Did you see the bass that Dockery caught?
Yeah, but he was actually fishing for something else
the other day.
What was that?
I said I saw the giant slab crappie he caught the other day.
Yeah, but on the other hand was this little old dinky bass about, well,
It would have been wild.
Oh, wow.
Well,
come on, Chad.
Wow. Hey, Chad, remember when Lyle did that time?
Yeah, but I'm not set up to go off of my phone in here.
Really?
There we go.
You're so far out in the country now. How come you got such good service?
Because I've got really fast internet here.
Yeah.
Faster than you got out there in Missouriville.
Oh,
that's a great point. We didn't. I can't believe you all made me forget this because I quit 30 seconds into the show. Happy Veterans Day to all our veterans. We appreciate all of you all.
Absolutely.
Past, present, and future.
That's right. You all mean the world to all of us. Going up
been a lot fishing outdoors since Lyle's throwing up gang signs.
I only know one.
Yes,
you did. Your wife told me you did.
He gets short with us when he's had enough. He gets short with us.
He's sure with us whether he had enough or not.
I'm surprised that Dockery and Lyle, neither one, commented on my Facebook post where they've all been asked to report to the North Pole immediately.
Oh, I know it. That's the first people I thought of on that.
And Josh, it was hilarious because I'm like, I gotta post that because of them two, and they're the only two that hasn't even.
There it is.
And Betty Jean got all fired up.
I don't know how to put him back.
Lyle kicked you out, didn't know how to put you back. But Chad posted that, and Betty Cross got fired up over it. She said she wasn't going up there and ice fishing.
That's right. She doesn't like the ice fish.
No, I don't blame her. You're not supposed to go out on the ice.
Well, not because he's so tiny, he won't break through. Us full-figured guys are not like that.
Did a donut roll across the table and not? I'll have you know, I have not eaten a donut. Thank you.
I'll eat your donuts.
Whoa.
I like donuts. I could have been a cop.
No, you couldn't.
No, I couldn't have.
No, you couldn't.
I'd be in jail. No doubt about it. Is that a frosted mug?
Me picturing Lyle as a cop, it'd be like Cartman on South Park, that whole respect my authority thing, and walking around, hitting people in the knee with a stick.
thinking he was like Napoleon or something. Little man syndrome.
That's Dockery. You shoot him in the knee, you hit him with a stick in the head.
So, Chad, are you done with the work traveling for a while?
I am not. I'm trying to figure out. I got to make one more trip so far through the end of this year, but I got to do it pretty soon to go down by Dallas to Capel, Texas.
To what?
I got to go to Capel, Texas for a couple of days. I just don't know when we're going to do it yet.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, I got a good friend that lives like 15, 20 minutes from the station I'll be visiting that I'll be hanging out with at least one night. Like I said, I got to figure out when I can get down there. Probably in the next week or so. Do what?
Are you taking your fishing rod?
Maybe. If I can talk D into letting me drive again, you never know what I might take.
Yeah.
You're liable to hook on the boat.
I might.
It only takes twice as much gas to pull the boat.
Wow,
but the problem is it's like a 14-hour drive without stops.
Yeah,
that's a long way.
It's a long way.
Yeah.
Shanti, I did not. No ditch pickling for me. But for some reason, I've been catching a lot of them this year. But unlike Dockery, I don't eat every one I catch.
How many catfish did you catch this year?
I don't know. Not very many. I haven't went very much.
We have proof of Brian fishing.
We have proof of Brian fishing?
We have proof of Brian fishing. Let me get.
While he's doing that, Chad, you come back just in time. We have some of the most perfect weather for fishing there ever been. That's pretty cute.
That's scary.
It's
absolutely scary.
That's a pretty cool reel on that rod. I like it a lot.
But
thank you, Stan, for getting that to us.
James says, "Welcome back, Chad."
Yeah, we got some. This is the time to be out there, but see, that's the thing that sucks because this is also deer season for me.
So, what would you rather do?
Yeah,
really.
I'm very limited to how often I can get out right now either. But I did go hunt out to the woods Saturday. I saw passed on 2 does, but It was very slow, but that means I, got to go back out this weekend. And I'm just like,
You know the thing about killing deer, you got a field wrestle.
Yeah.
A lot of them
That's
get
true.
to walk by me, so I don't have to screw with that.
that is true.
Yeah. There's
But-
small water shorters.
Hey, welcome. Catfish with us.
There's James from Cool Cats Fishing. And guys, next week we'll get the I mean, we've kind of been calling people out, but we didn't get to run through the big long list because Chad was having issues. So, but we'll do that.
No,
next
sure, blame it on me. Yeah.
well, yeah. I mean, I ain't gonna blame it on myself.
We could have at least blamed it. Look, we're supposed to be brothers, tight. Blame it on Dad.
Yeah, well, that's true. Wow. Next week, you know what next week is, Chad?
I have no idea.
Next week is already time for Top Cat again.
That's right.
Already?
Yeah. It does not seem like it's been a month, but it has been a month.
Well, we got a good one this time.
I didn't get to see who got picked.
Figures.
Your buddy.
Which one? I got a lot of them.
Do you really?
Okay, I got like 2.
It's not Danny Stone.
No.
It ain't Danny. I don't. Well, it doesn't matter.
It's Timu. It's Timu Danny Stone.
Oh, Parker?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I would have gotten it faster if you said the Wish version of Danny Stone.
Oh, Brian, I wish that was my problem. I'm gonna tell you right now, I wish that was my problem. He said I was counting money, didn't have time.
We will be starting at 7:00 Central Time next week live.
Yep, we'll go early. We'll probably try to go live just a few minutes early, but Parker will start fishing at 7. He has 2 hours to do the thing. We'll get that stream set up
Right now, Jody's leading with 0.
With 0, yeah. I felt bad for this. Jody just
she worked hard.
She poured her heart out.
She did. She worked as hard as anybody ever could.
But and
it just happens like that sometimes.
Sometimes that's what's going to
happen. The next night she caught a big one.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the way it works a lot of times.
But I mean, we got to hang out with Jody for 2 hours and watch how she was fishing. We saw how she would. It actually, it didn't work out good for her to not catch a fish, but it worked out good that we were able to see what she was doing when the technique she wanted wasn't producing for, what's her next go-to, what she's going to do. And so, I mean, somebody could go back through that and watch that. And I'm sure every single one of us learned something from that. So Jody smacking skipjacks in the head with a hammer before she puts them on the hook. Yeah, and James said next night she caught some nice fish. That's the beauty of fishing live. That's unfortunately what happened.
I think James just jinxed her being there.
I say we blame it on him. Yeah,
that's what I'm doing.
I don't know. He was pretty quiet during the show. He's letting her do what she needed to do, and to be quite honest, I didn't see her do anything wrong. But that is the first time I ever seen anybody whack one of them skippies in the head.
I was going to say that was the first for me too.
That was the first time. Now,
not gonna lie, I'm gonna have to try that one.
Luke Hinges, first time I ever met him, he gave me a bunch of frogs up in a tournament in Grand Forks, the Captain Incredible tournament. And he said, he introduced himself to me and he said, "You need these." And I said, "Do I need those?" He said, "You need these." And it was frogs. And he said, "Just put them on the floor. It was cold. He had them in a freezer or something. Just step on them, put them on the hook. They'll be fine." That's what, we did catch fish on. We didn't catch the winning fish, but we was a long way from home that night. I drove all night to get there the next day, and we pre-fished and looked around. That was a really, really fun tournament on the Red River in the United States. And it's really not a very wide thing. And them guys in them big boats running wide open as fast as they can, passing you and going around them corners like a stock car racer sliding up on a dirt track. It was the wildest thing you've ever seen, but it was a lot of fun. I just got my boat. I took it up there and they hit it on both sides going up there passing me.
Oh
Them
man.
guys, them big 250s and 300s and I had that 125 and they banged both sides of the boat, put dents in it. It didn't have any dents in it, so I went up there. They didn't even slow down, man. They just hammered down.
Stan, I'll have to look. I know that we are opened back up for the December drawing.
Yes,
will
we
be
are.
our next one. I think the post has been updated on the Catfish Weekly Facebook page, but I can't say with 100%. I can't say with 100% certainty, but I think it has
right now. But I know that I did do that.
But you can always send a.
Remember, every month it's a new post.
Yep.
To get in it.
I just put the email address in chat. You can always put send an email, or you can even text to that email address, and it should go through. That will get you entered. But Stan, I'm sure you have us on Facebook, so get on there. And
in the Catfish Weekly chat, it says, "Who will it be?" And Buck Williams is the only comment on there. Says, "As long as it's no Kamala." So that's where you put your name if you want to be in the drawing for next month. Is right there. It says, "Who will it be?" on the Catfish Weekly group page.
You know what made me so happy today, guys?
You got nothing. Never mind.
I got gas for $2.49. It's so nice to have good gas, making gas prices great again. I love it.
How do we pin that?
Need to thank everybody for pulling Donald Trump in office again and making America great as it should be.
We all know you voted for Gavin Newsom.
No, I did not. I did not. I think things was done.
All right. I am dropping the link to the Top Cat post in chat now.
You're doing wonderful, Jody. First place, that's right.
Jody is first place in Top Cat.
You're technically tied with Dominic Hollis. So.
Ooh, yeah. Who picks the Top Cat that day? Fish the person fishing. Who picks the Top Cat day? Oh, who picks the Top Cat day that you fish? No, it's going to be the objectively will be the third Monday of every month. If that happens to fall in with some holiday or whatever else, then we'll make adjustments, but we'll let everybody know ahead of time. But looking forward, the 18th of November will be a Top Cat day. The 16th of December will be a Top Cat day. 20th of January, 17th of February. So I mean but yeah, third Monday of the month. There's usually nothing going on. So
what day do we do the drawing every month?
We do the drawing on the first Monday of every month. So our next drawing is going to be here in a couple weeks on December 2nd.
That's right, Jody.
Ooh, that is a big question. Now, I know Parker was in chat a minute ago. I don't know if he's going to let loose of his strategy or not, but
I haven't seen him since he timed himself out. So
he did time himself out earlier. It was kind of funny. And then he texted me going, "What did I do?" And you timed yourself out. I don't know what you did.
Did he do it for permanent or?
No, it just said time. It said he was timed out for 60 seconds.
For how many?
60 seconds, 1 minute.
Well, that's not so bad. He should have been back in by now.
He said a few things
That's cool there.
What I miss?
Danny says local Mexican restaurant give free meals, anything on their menu, including steak, to
Oh,
all
wow.
vendors that came
That's
in.
awesome.
That is awesome.
That is awesome. Mark Barnum is about the only thing you've ever posted, as long as I've known you, that I don't agree with. They just got lucky yesterday. They've had a lot of games like that they shouldn't have won, but they are 9-0.
Did Jody just say she shaved her head?
Did she?
About that.
She was so upset from skunking, she went and cut her hair off tonight.
I'm
Wow.
gonna need a picture of that. See how much you look
Tim
like.
Molina, he was hitchhiking down the highway.
Hey,
We picked
Ronnie.
him up and kept him. So we
That's
said,
my
hey, you
buddy.
want to do a catfishing show with us? And
I said, hey, ratings have been down without you, so we need you to come back for a week. Get people back in here.
we have got to do one Saturday night because we haven't done a jig tying or anything.
No, that's true.
We
I gotta
have
find all my stuff.
We have got to do and I think people would get a kick out of this. I've been watching another channel on YouTube called Parody Gaming. And if you guys get a chance, if you just want a time killer video that's nothing serious, Parody Gaming. And they've got AI voices of presidents. They had Biden and Obama and Trump, and they were playing Wordle and stuff like that and insulting one another like crazy. It's hilarious. And I'm thinking that we ought to play Wordle one night, and me and you and Chad and Dockery and whoever else wants to jump in, sit and insult one another. The people will probably get a kick out of it. So
I would never.
Something that was really good for a little while was that game show that Kevin did.
Oh, I loved whenever he did that. And he was in here.
Yeah.
You need to do Kahoot again.
He came up with some great questions, and that took a lot of work to do that much research.
Mm-hmm.
But that was fun show. Probably like that as much or more than anything that Kevin's ever put together. I really
that one was really cool.
That was really good. And then the brother and sister,
Yep. And I miss them.
The Kirkpatricks. The thing that they did was freaking fun.
Isabella and James. They did
great people. I hate to see them leave, but I do understand why. And again, it's like the Cabela's thing, that ain't right.
Yep.
It just ain't right. They were good kids.
Yeah,
the chicken cluckers of the world need to quit running stuff. Is all I'm gonna say.
That's right. I agree.
You know what was funny is Kevin did those Kahoot games, and the one time that I actually just like completely dominated and won the round, I had typed my name in as Chadwick Fields right at the beginning of that. So I didn't even get credit for winning it. Chad got credit for winning.
Didn't your daughter play that game too?
My daughter played. Yeah, she played it.
Yeah,
and they play it at school too. They do Kahoot at school.
Really?
Yep, because she was. I was telling her she ought to type in something funny as her name, like we always did, and she said the teachers at school, they just tell you only put your name. Don't put anything but your name. So,
well, I would like to see Kevin or somebody else pick that back up because
that was always fun to watch.
That was fun.
If you could do that on Saturday nights for say 7 to 10 or 7 to 11,
that's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. You have a lot of participation.
Yep.
No question about it. But just coming up with the question, Kevin had good questions.
Mm-hmm.
And they all pertain to the Catfish Week. So, or for the most part, they did. That was pretty well thought out. Or I thought it was.
Yeah,
there's Catfish Chicken Clicker. Yeah.
Catfish Karen ran them off.
Yeah, he did. And that was sad because they were really good people.
Yep.
They were great people. And hey, there's my favorite Swain, Randy.
How many Swains you know?
2.
Oh.
Mark said he's painting jigs.
I done that. paint a lot of jigs. I'm almost out of jigs. I got to make some more.
Now here's a big question for the week: is will Panfish Nation be using Restream this week, or will Panfish Nation be using StreamYard again?
StreamYard, since I paid for it, we're going to use it. But I do have Restream set for all of it.
Yep. Yep, it is set up where you can do it. So,
yep. So
maybe we need to do. I wish I could figure out a way to.
Like I
may
said,
have to do some.
We're going to use it
live recording or something one day and do a way to do that. But
well, I think we need to do when everybody can turn loose for a little while, get together, and you're probably the most advanced for what we do, and kind of go through a bunch of this stuff and get everybody.
We need a how-to session on it.
Yeah, so. I agree. Is that a frosted mug? Can't be, as long as you've been drinking out of it.
Is that a what?
Frosted mug.
No, it's a $10,000 plastic cup. They gave me that when my kid was born.
Oh, I understand completely.
I have 2 of them. Actually, I think I have 3 because they. I drank one completely empty and then I hid it in our bag. That way they'd bring us another one. Because you're paying for these things, whether you take them or not. So.
Yeah, you are. You are.
Acrophobia. Posted a group. We have really got off track here, but it's been fun tonight. So
it has. It has.
It is. I think we've had a pretty good talk tonight. It was.
Yeah,
we got Lyle.
We covered the drama of the past couple of days, and that was. We talked about the elephant in the room. So
I knew if you guys.
Yeah, I don't appreciate you talking about me like that either. But anyway, what, Lyle?
I knew when you got that started that I would not be able to stop. So
you did pretty good, Lyle. I was impressed. Chad didn't have to pull his reel out tonight. So
that's because he can't find it after the move.
I don't know where half my stuff's at right now.
Chad, are you going to fish this weekend? At least
we'll see what happens. I plan on trying to go hunting Saturday, and then we'll see what happens on Sunday.
I may try it. I can't guarantee it, but I may try to go tomorrow. And
does D hunt with you?
No, not after she tried to talk me into letting her shoot a cow. She's not been allowed back.
Yeah, I got you.
My buddy's grandpa used to let people from Chicago come down and hunt his land, and he kept losing cows. He finally had to make them stop.
Yeah.
One year he had me and Heath take spray paint, fluorescent spray paint, and write cow on the side of all the cows. He lost 2 of them that year instead of 1 because they could see them better. So
you remember when we used to kill deer and you'd have to go check them in? There was a sporting goods liquor store in the town I grew up in named F&F, and they would be lines of people to check in their deer. And conservation's agents was always. And I've seen cows checked in, calves checked in. Never seen a horse checked in, but I did see some goats checked in.
Yes, I saw a goat.
And I asked the conservation guy, I said, that was a goat. And he said, hell, if he wants to eat that goat, I'm going to let him. And I thought that was the funniest damn thing ever. But yeah, he said, man, you can't believe the stuff that they check in here. I'm sure you're right. But it is what it is.
Thanks, Joe.
Jody, explain the automatic vacuum, please.
Yeah, sorry you guys got to get to look at so much of my ceiling and all that, but the computer just isn't working for me tonight.
All right.
This is the first full night, isn't it, Josh, with Restream?
Is it what now?
The first full night with Restream?
Yeah, this was the first full night of Restream on Catfish Weekly.
Other than Chad having a little noise in his giddy up there.
Let me reload my page. It just crashed on me.
Oh.
Oh, it was just a chat. Okay.
Oh, we got a bragging board tonight, don't we?
We do. Give me just
You
a
know,
second.
and I know for fact that there's one in here you're gonna want to see.
Oh, I know what I did. Hold on.
Okay.
It's kicked me out because I switched over to get that referral link. Okay, give me just a second here.
All right.
I don't know.
Do you have the same screen that we've got, Chad? With all the buttons and Tinker Toys?
No, we'll have to get Chad set up on that.
Oh, that's all right. We'll just leave it like this.
I'm just a redheaded stepchild of the groups. It doesn't matter.
Well, everybody blame Danny Stone. He wanted that referral link, and I sent it to him, and it crashed my stream or my restream here. So
damn it, Danny.
Leave it to Danny.
I can't see chat anymore. So tell you what, Lyle, can you click on that bragging board box
This
over
right
there?
here?
Yeah, and get it playing, and I'll reload in the middle.
Howdy folks, it's time once again to take a look at the Catfish Weekly Bragging Board, the weekly video series where we showcase the awesome fish caught by you, our viewers. Leading us off this week is Miss Christina Lemke. Christina pulled this 19-inch smallmouth bass and 24-inch walleye from the Mississippi River using suckers as bait. She said they've already had snow on Halloween and winter is knocking in Minnesota, but the bite appears to be on fire. Congratulations. Next up, we have Dustin from Team Snag and Whiskers, who caught a new personal best blue catfish last weekend while fishing live. This fish tipped the scale at 63.61 pounds. Congratulations on the new PB, buddy. Our good friend and fishing legend, Mr. Ted Ellenbecker, sent in these photos of some fish recently caught by his daughter, Jory. Jory herself is no stranger to trophy class fish, and these two are no exception. Great work, Jory. Miss Pontoon Jody has also been catching some nice fish recently and sent us in these photos of some fish she caught from the Tennessee River. These fish weighed in at 40 and 42 pounds respectively. Awesome job, Jody. Congratulations. Miss Lisa, the burrito catfishing lady, caught a nice blue catfish during a recent live fishing tournament. This 19.11 pound blue catfish was caught from the Tennessee River and released to be caught another day. Nicely done, Lisa. Mr. Dan Burer had an awesome family fishing outing and everyone appears to have had fun. Courtney and the girls caught a 12-pound channel catfish, while Ellie, Hadley, and Jace sure do look awfully proud of that nice wiper. Thanks for sharing your photos with us, Dan. Mr. Magnus went fishing with Roger from Muskrat Adventures this past weekend and came up with 17 fish, including a new personal best weighing in at 27.5 pounds. Roger himself also came up with an amazing 48-pound blue. Great work, fellers. Sue Kipple caught herself a new personal best blue catfish from the Atchafalaya River recently. This behemoth of a fish weighed in at a whopping 71 pounds. Congratulations on the new personal best, Sue. Mr. Junior Love also caught an awesome fish from the Atchafalaya River. Here's a photo he sent us of Junior with his 32-pound blue catfish. The fall bite is definitely come to the Atchafalaya. Great work. And closing us out this week, an absolute monster caught from, you guessed it, the Atchafalaya River. Jeremy from Creole Catfishing sent photos of his brother Andrew, who caught this 100.6 pound blue over this past weekend. This fish was caught while bumping and gave Andrew one hell of a battle. Don't forget, guys, you too can be featured on the Catfish Weekly Bragging Board. To be eligible, the fish needs to have been caught within the past 14 days, and we accept pictures of any species of fish. To get yourself or a friend on the bracket board, all you need to do is email your fish photo to pics@theweekendangler.com. Send us the information shown on your screen, and we'll get it on the board for you. Thank you all for watching. Have a great week.
Where'd the rest of you go?
I'm like, I don't got no controls. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know where Josh is at, but man, what a fish! There was several
There
good
was
fish.
some really nice fish in that whole
Lisa
thing.
caught that 19-pound blue cat. If that thing had have been filled out,
Oh yeah,
that was a lot bigger fish than
there were some good fish on there, and Louisiana
Yeah.
definitely representing this week.
Oh, this week they sure did. That was a great fish Andrew caught, and I'm glad
Do we have any like picture proof of the scale? Because you all know Andrew's a very, very tiny fella, and he makes fish look big.
he's not that tiny.
Oh wow.
Andrew's a behemoth. What are you talking about? He still made that fish look.
Oh man.
He's a big guy. I'm not sure. Have no proof of this, of course. I think he's probably bigger than Creole.
He is. He's bigger than Creole is, and Creole ain't a slouch by any means. So,
Danny, it was your fault.
Fish.
I had to open up another screen, a restream. I doubled up restream, and it messed it up. I lost my chat, lost everything.
But
you have the link, and I dropped it in chat too. So,
well, as people do need to remember, though, this is deer season. If you're shooting deer, send them to Josh, pictures of them. We'll put them on that bragging board with the fish and get these babies in time so we can get them posted for next week. Next week, with the deer and the fish and the weather that we're having, we should have a great bragging board.
Yep.
See?
We're going to be. We were. I will say this: we were without a bragging board for a couple weeks, and things were piling up. Those were the most recent photos. We've got some double ups. I'm going to put them together and post them on the Catfish Weekly YouTube page, just like we do with the bragging board every week. So I didn't miss you. It's going to get back in there, but I had to catch it up today, and it was going to be an 8-minute bragging board if I didn't. So,
wow. You see that though? Andrew's a tiny little pipsqueak.
Yeah.
He's only 6'6" and 3'6". Pipsqueak, I tell you.
That's a big guy. He's a big guy. That's what I used to say about Jason Mathena. He's like 6'6" or so, and he used to weigh about 320 or 350, and he'd take him pictures of them big old catfish he was catching, and people thought they was 70 pounds.
I will say this: if you go deer hunting and you shoot a cow and you send me the photo, I promise you it will be shown on Catfish Weekly. It will not be on the bragging board. We will call that the wall of shame, but it will be on Catfish Weekly if you send a.
Hey, you could put that. You could put that on with all of Lyle's bass pictures he sends.
What?
Nothing.
Oh, here, hold on. We've got. Lyle was asking about whether Jeremy or Andrew was bigger, and Jeremy took care of that for me.
I think he is bigger than Jeremy. Because I never met him. Holy crap, he's a lot bigger.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Chris looks like.
Well, Chris always looks small, so you just got to forget about him.
Between Dockery and I. Damn, I didn't know Andrew was quite that big. He's a big boy.
Andrew's not like I said. He's a little fella.
Yep, just a little guy.
To say the least. Wow. Had no clue.
But it's been good to be back, guys.
Well,
had a good night with y'all.
We're glad to have you. We'll get the restream stuff straightened out and get it all working. We'll be back next Monday night. We got Panfish Nation coming up Wednesday night. Chad and the guys on Thursday night on the bait shop.
Stan and Jody on both on Friday night.
And then there's always something on the weekends.
There's always something on the weekends. Sundays almost.
Some days on Saturdays, there's several things.
Yep.
So, I don't never know.
Sunday mornings you have stand day, and then you have there very seldom do you have a Sunday that Danny Stone isn't live in the afternoon,
That's
which
right.
is always fun. So
he ignores me when I go in his chat, but I'm used to it. Thank you, appreciate that. We have a good time bringing these shows. If you guys have any special guests, any kind of content you want us to talk about, please message one of us. We'll do our best to get it on there for you. Because sometimes it's hard to come up with different content, but tonight it took care of itself.
Yeah. Remember everybody, next Monday night is going to be the 2-hour special. We're going to see Jerry from Parker Pursuits out there running and gunning for Top Cat.
It'll be fun.
Be our second Top Cat competition. We'll see how things go then. So
I like that picture. We ought to post it. Maybe
we're not posting that picture.
Maybe not.
We're not posting that picture.
Probably not a good idea.
Yep. You know what else? It was probably a good time to think about ending the stream before Lyle.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Hope everybody has a good week.
Wednesday night. Hey, this is great weather. If you get a chance, go out and fish.
Yep. Get outside. It's going to get cold on us for too long. So get outside.
It's coming.